Hello everyone, Scooty007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 4-5 Baltimore Orioles taking on the 6-3 Tampa Bay Rays. This is game one of a three-game series between the Orioles and the Rays. And here is the starting lineup for the Orioles. Leading off, the second baseman, Brian Roberts. Batting second, the third baseman, Melvin Mora. Batting third, the right fielder, Nick Markakis. Batting fourth, the first baseman. In the cleanup position, Kevin Miller. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Bray Huff. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Luke Scott. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Jay Payton. Batting eighth, the catcher, Raymond Hernandez. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Luis Hernandez. On the mound for the Rays, it is James Shields. 1 win, no losses, 15 innings pitched allowed, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, no ERA. We're here at Tropicana Field, which gives a +2 to strikeouts and a +3 to walks. And with that, Brian Roberts steps up to the bag. He's batting at .324. Here's the first pitch. And we're off 3-1 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Tropicana Field for the first play of the game. 3-5 power hit to Upton. And that is going to be a base hit. And that is a roll of a 4. It is higher. So with that, Roberts will get the hold sign. But he leads off with a base hit. So with that, let's take a look now at the defense for the Tampa Bay Rays. Out there in left field, we have Crawford. In center field, Upton. Haynes down there in right field, going around the horn. Hinsky at third. Barlett at short. Iwamura on second. Penna on first. Behind the plate, it is Riggins. And on the mound, it is Shields. We have a steal attempt. That is a 14. That's going to be a 10. And Roberts has successfully stolen second. Mora batting a 200. Here's the pitch. Infield at normal depth. 5-4, home run chance. That's a 9. That's a 9. And that ball is out of here. 2-run home run by Melvin Mora. It's a fly ball down the left field side, and that puts the Orioles up 2-0. And that is going to bring up Nick Markakis, who's batting a 270. And that's going to be 5-3. That's a blank. 3-4, and that's going to be a base hit. So with that, Markakis is on with a base hit, and that's Kevin Miller batting a 108, infield at double play depth, strategy rolls a 15. 6-2, strike 12, the 18 is too high. 6-6, fly ball out there to Upton. And that's out number 1. Still attempt for Markakis on the strategy die. It's a 12. Markakis is a left, so it's going to be nothing. It's going to be a 14. Actually, no, it's going to be a minus. That's a 10. That's going to be a 12, and he gets caught stealing. So, 2 away as a Bray Huff. Markakis got caught trying to steal second. Huff batting a 395, 6-5, blank. 4-6, fly ball out there to Upton. And that is out number 3. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and none left on for the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Leading off the second baseman, Akinori Iwamura. Batting second, the left fielder, Crawford. Batting third, the first baseman, Carlos Pena. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the center fielder, B.J. Upton. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Eric Hinsky. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Johnny Gomes. Batting seventh, the catcher, Sean Riggins. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Nathan Haynes. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Jason Bartlett. On the mound for the Orioles, it is Jeremy Guthrie. Comes in the game with a 3.54 ERA. No wins, no losses, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 11 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 6 walks. All right, here's the pitch to Iwamura, batting a 314 in the replay so far. 5-2, possible error on a ground ball, and that's going to be 2-3. That's going to be a fly ball out to the Markakis. Out number 1. Carl Crawford. Before Crawford comes up, let's take a look at the defense for the Baltimore Orioles. Out there in left field is Scott Payton at center, Markakis at right. Going around the horn, Mora at third, Hernandez at short, Roberts at second, Millard at first. Behind the plate is Hernandez, and on the mound it is Guthrie. All right, Carl Crawford batting a 211. 6'5", range play. 6'5", double star 5. Ground ball to Hernandez. Hernandez's range is on a 1-3. That's a 5, and that's going to be a base hit for Carl Crawford. So Crawford is on with a base hit. The corners are going to come. Yep, corners are going to come in. We have a hit and run. Carlos Pena comes up. Now on a hit and run, all ground double plays get a -2. All base run ratings get a +2. Home runs and walks are cut in half for the batter. We round those down. And all lineouts are double plays, exception on the error throw. And if the batter strikes out, will resolve as a steal. Pena batting a 158, the pitch. 4-3, that's going to be a walk. That's a 12. That's a 1. And that's going to be a walk. So runners in first and second with 1 out. B.J. Upton batting a 216. Strategy rolls a 9. Here's the pitch. 3-3, strikeout 14, that's a 4, struck him out. And that's going to be 2 away as Eric Hinsky comes up. Hinsky batting a 444, strategy roll 12, the Rays holding off. 4-2, hit by pitch, that's a 4, the 14 is too high, as Jeremy gives a -1 to hit by pitch ratings. 5-5, double star 3, fly ball out the Markakis. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on after 1. It's Baltimore 2, Tampa Bay nothing. We go to the top of the second. Luke Scott, Jay Payton, and Raymond Hernandez due up for the Orioles. Luke Scott batting a 400. Here's the pitch. 3-4, blank. 2-2, ground ball to Pena. And that's out number 1. Jay Payton batting an 091. Here's the pitch. 5-3, blank. 5-3, power hit, Crawford. That's a 4. That's going to be a base hit. And Payton is on with a base hit. Infield double play depth as Raymond Hernandez, who's batting a 308, steps up. Strategy roll 9, infield double play. 2-3, possible error on a throw. 4-1, base hit past Haynes. And that's going to be an error. Haynes' error rating is a 15. That's a 14. That's going to be a throwing error. Throwing only applicable if rolling for runner advancement. Otherwise, no error. We do have an error. And that's a one-base error as he throws it way past with that. So with that, Payton will go to third and Hernandez will go to second. And runners in scoring position now once again for the Orioles. Luis Hernandez batting a 230, a 130, strategy is a 13. Here's the pitch. 5-1, strike 10. The 12 is too high. 2-5, base hit past Crawford. And that's going to score another run. Hernandez on third. He'll come home on a +1. That's a 2. The 4 is too high. If roll is less than or equal to the ABR, the runner advances home, and it is higher. So nothing happens there. Strategy roll 13, Brian Roberts up. Roberts is 1-for-1 with a run scored. 3-6. On a single and a 1-2, question mark, that's a 10, nothing happens. 6-5, double star, fly ball out there to Upton, and that is out number 2. It's a failed SF roll, and that is a 0, so Hernandez will get the hold. And 2 away. Melvin Mora. Mora is 1-for-1 with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. Strategy roll 2. 4-3 walk, 12. That's a 5. And that loads the bases. So the bases are loaded as Nick Markakis comes up. 1-for-1 on the day. Strategy roll 2. Here's the pitch. 3-1 at the ballpark. 1-1 blank. That is a rare play. And pitcher developed possible blister on hand. We're going to check for injury. No injury to Shields. So I believe that is going to be a reroll. Yep, that is going to be a reroll. So we're going to count that as a ball. 6-2, strike 12. That's a 6. Struck him out. And we'll find with that. So 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Johnny Gomes, Sean Riggins, and Nathan Haynes due up for the Rays. Johnny Gomes batting a 118. Here's the pitch. 4-6, strike 17. That's a 13. Struck him out. 1 away. Sean Riggins batting a 250. The pitch. 1-4, double star. Fly ball out there to Payton. And that's out number 2. Nathan Haynes batting a 231. The pitch. 5-3, possible error. 3-4, line drive to Hernandez, and that's going to be out number. And that's going to be out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Orioles retire the Rays in order, 3 up, 3 down. After 2, it's Baltimore 3, Tampa Bay nothing. We go to the top of the third. Kevin Miller to Brady Huff and Luke Scott due up for the Orioles. Kevin Miller 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-2, strike 12. That's a 2. Struck him out. Brady Huff 0 for 1. The pitch. 5-5, strike 10 to 19 is too high. 3-5, double star 5, fly ball out there to Upton. And that's out number 2. Luke Scott batting a 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 5-1 strike, 14. That's a 2. Struck him out. So that's 3 up, 3 down for the Rays as the Rays retire the Orioles in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. Jason Bartlett, Iwamura, and Carl Crawford due up for the Rays. Jason Bartlett batting a 276. The pitch. 4-2 hit by pitch. That's a 12. That's a 12, and he got hit. And that's going to put Bartlett on infield at double play depth as we go to the top of the order. Umpire gives a little bit of a warning to the pitcher on that not to do it again. Iwamura 0 for 1. The pitch, infield double play depth. 6-1 range play at Tropicana Field. 4-4 ground ball to Roberts. Roberts' range is on a 1-2. That's a 1. That is a successful catch. And with that, and Bartlett will advance to second on the play. So we have a steal attempt here for Roberts, for Bartlett. His stolen base rating is a 15. That's a 7. He steals third. Carl Crawford with 1 out, infield at normal depth. 1 for 1 on the day. The pitch. 3-4 strike. That's an 8. The 12 is too high. 3-3 ground ball to Roberts. And is he going to try to score? Yes, he is. They're going to go for the auto out at first. So with that, Bartlett will score. And that puts the Rays on the board. And the out at first. The Rays cut the lead down to 2, and that's going to bring up Carlos Pena. Pena walked his last time up. Nobody on the pitch. 2 outs. 5-3, possible error. 6-1, ground ball to Hernandez. Error rating for Hernandez is on a 1-6. That's a 13. That's too high, no error there, and that's going to be out number 3. So 1 run, no hits, no errors, and none left on after 3, sorry. Baltimore 3, Tampa Bay 1. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Jay Payton, Raymond Hernandez, and Luis Hernandez due up for the Orioles. Jay Payton, 1 for 1 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 5-5, strikeout 13, 17 too high. 6-5, double star 4, ground ball to Bartlett. Out number 1. Raymond Hernandez, 1 for 1, the pitch. 4-2 blank. 2-1, pop up to Hinsky. Out number 2. 2 away, that's going to bring up Luis Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 1 with an RBI. 2-6 range play. 2-4 ground ball to Iwamura, ground ball to Pena. Pena's range is in a 1-5. That's a 3, and he catches it tags the bag for out number 3. And no runs, no hits, no errors as the Rays retire the Orioles in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. B.J. Upton, Eric Hinsky, and Johnny Gomes drew up for the Rays. B.J. Upton at 1-0 for 1 with a strikeout. The pitch. 2-3 double star. Fly ball out there to Markakis. Out number 1. 1 away. Eric Hinsky 0 for 1. The pitch. 5-4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Tropicana Field. 5-6. That's a blank. That's the rare play. Shallow pop up to left field. But the shortstop chases after it, but doesn't hear the left fielder. Scott calling out. They collide. Resolve as a P6 range. Check for injury. We will for the shortstop. However, that's going to be a base hit for Hinsky. Hinsky is on. Range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. And Luis Hernandez is injured and will miss 13 games. So I'm going to make a note of that on my DL list. And with that, it is the shortstop. So with that, they are going to bring in Freddie Bainum. So Freddie Bainum will take over at shortstop. 1 away, Johnny Gomes up. Gomes is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Straduel 9, so the Rays holding off on Strat. 6-6, strikeout. 17, that's a 7. Struck him out. All right, infield at normal depth. Sean Higgins up. Higgins is 0 for 1. Straduel 17, nothing going on. 2-3, double star. Ground ball to Roberts. And that's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 4. Baltimore 3. Tampa Bay 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Brian Roberts, Melvin Mora, and Nick Markakis drew up for the Orioles. Brian Roberts. Roberts is 1 for 2 with a run scored. The pitch. 6-6. Walk, 15, that's a 10, and that's going to be a walk. All right, still attempt for Roberts. That's a 12 to 14, and his base run rating is a 14, and he's safe. Melvin Mora comes up. Mora is 1 for 1 with a home run, a walk, a run, 2 RBIs, 2-1 blank. 1-3, fly ball to Upton. Out number 1, Roberts will get the hold sign to stay. Nick Markakis. Markakis is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Straduel 5, 1 away. 6-5, blank. 6-2, ground ball to Iwamura. The out is going to be at first as Roberts will go to third. 2 away, and the Orioles have a runner in scoring position. Kevin Millard up. Millard is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Straduel 9. The pitch. 3-5. Strike 12, 15, too high. 1-5, ground ball to Hinsky. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. As the Rays retire the Orioles in order, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Nathan Haynes, Jason Bartlett, and Iwamura due up for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay down by 2. Here's the pitch to Haynes. Haynes is 0 for 1 on the day. 6-5 range play. 4-6 double star 2. That's a fly ball out there to Peyton. Peyton's range is on a 1-4. That's a 1. And he makes the catch at the track. 1 away. Jason Bartlett is with a run scored. The pitch. 2-6 walk 9. That's a 4. That's going to be a walk. Bartlett is on. We have a sack infield. Corners are going to play in. We have a sacrifice play coming up. Iwamura 0 for 2. Corners in 1-1 range play. And an unsuccessful range play by Kevin Miller. It's a great bunt and everyone is safe. So with that, Iwamura gets on with that bunt attempt. Bartlett will go to second, gets the hold sign. And the Rays now have runners on second and first. Stradiville 2, steal attempt. That's a 16. That's going to be a 4. Bartlett will go to third. And now the Rays now have runners on the corners. Crawford 1 for 2 with an RBI. 4-6 strike 8. That's a 4. Struck him out. 2 away. Pena is 0 for 1 with a walk. Runners still in the corners. The pitch. 2-2 strike 16. That's a 4. Struck him out. So the Rays leave 2 stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. After 5, it's Baltimore 3, Tampa Bay 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Brady Huff, Luke Scott, and Jay Payton due up for the Orioles. Huff 0 for 2, the pitch. 4-5 possible error. 3-5 double star. And that's going to go out to Upton. Upton's range is on a 1-4. That's going to be a 1, and that's going to be an error. He drops the ball for a 2-base error. And Huff will go to second on that error. So with that, runner on second as Luke Scott comes up. Oh for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 4. 5-3 blank. 5-6 ground ball to Iwamura. The out is going to be at first. Huff will go to third. 1 away. We have a pickoff attempt on a 1. He'll pick him off. And that's a 2. Nothing happens. Jay Payton 1 for 2 with a run scored. 6-5. Blank. 3-1. Fly ball out there to Upton. And that's going to be a failed SF roll. So no sacrifice. And it's still a 3. So Huff will get the hold sign. Two away, and the Orioles have a runner in scoring position. Raymond Hernandez is 1 for 2. Strategy roll 11, the pitch. 6-5 blank. 2-5. Ground ball to Hinsky. And that's going to be out number 3. No runs, no hits, and 1 error, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. B.J. Upton, Eric Hinsky, and Johnny Gomes due up for the Rays. BJ Upton 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Rays down by 2, bottom of the 6th, 6-2, hit by pitch, 1. The 5 is too high. 6-1, line drive back to the pitcher. And that is out number 1. Jeremy Guthrie can face 5 more batters before he's tired. Eric Kinski, 1 for 2, the pitch. 2-3, double star, fly ball out there to Peyton. Out number 2. 2 away, Johnny Gomes, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 2-2, strike 17, that's a 3. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Orioles retire the Rays in order, 3 up, 3 down. We go to after 6, it's Baltimore 3, Tampa Bay 1. We go to the top of the 7th. Freddie Bayon, Brian Roberts, and Melvin Mora do up for the Orioles. Freddie Bayon coming in for the injured shortstop. This is the first time we're seeing him. Let's take a look at his regular stats. He played in 40 games, has 112 at-bats, 13 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases, an average of a 1.79. So he was below the Mendoza line in the actual season. We'll see how he does here in the replay. Freddie Bayon takes a swing, 6-3 at the ballpark, and it's a range play. 2-2, ground ball to Roberts. Roberts' range is on a 1-3. That's a 5. That's going to be a base hit. And with that, Bayon is on with a base hit. All right, infield at double play depth. Sean James is now tired. We go to the top of the order. Brian Roberts due up. Roberts is 1 for 2. 6-6. That's going to be a walk. That's going to be a 15. And that's a walk, and that's going to be a call to the bullpen for the Rays. And with that, James Shields is done. As we go to the Tampa Bay bullpen, we have a right, left, right coming on. So they're going to bring in Al Reyes. That's his card. Al Reyes comes into the game with a 25.71 ERA. Pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, no strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats for James Shields. He went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 1.29. Al Reyes takes a few minutes to warm up. All right, we are ready. Here's Melvin Mora. Mora is 1 for 2 with a home run, a walk, a run, 2 RBIs, 1-2. Range play at Tropicana Field. 1-2, double star 3. Ground ball to Iwamura. His range is a 3. That's a 6. That's going to be a base hit. And with that, Freddie Bayon will advance, will go home on a 2-6. That's a 2. He scores. Roberts will go to third. He advances to, goes from first to third on a 3-6. And with that, it's now 4-1 Orioles. And that's going to bring up Nick Markakis. Markakis is 1 for 3, the pitch. 5-6, walk for 18, that's a 10. And the bases are loaded. Stradulel is an 18, Kevin Millard up. Millard is 0 for 3, 4-2, wild pitch. On a 16, that is going to be a wild pitch. I'm sorry, 4-1. No, that was right. It is a wild pitch. So another run is scored. It's now 5-1 Tampa. 5-1 Baltimore. 4-6, ground ball to Penna. And is he going to try to score? No, he's not. So the out is at first, and they're going to keep the runners hold. So one away, and that's going to bring up Bray Huff. Huff is 0 for 3, the pitch. 6-4 range play. 6-2, ground ball to Hinske. Hinski's range is a 1. That's a 1. Makes the play, takes the... And that would have been a double. So is he going to try to score? No. 2 away, and they don't send him. That was a smart move not to send him, because they could have thrown him out at home as well on that. So with that, Luke Scott up. He's 0 for 3. Hayes, Rays is tired. Here's the pitch. 3-4, strike, 14, that's a 9. Struck him out. Two runs, 2 hits, and no errors as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." All right, so it's, and 2 left on also for the Orioles. Let's take a look at the box score here of the game so far. Baltimore scoring 2 runs in the first, a run in the second, 2 runs in the 7th, 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Tampa Bay scoring the only run so far in the 3rd inning, 1 run on 3 hits with 2 errors in this game. So with that, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Rays down by 4, and Jeremy Huff is going to... Jeremy Garth will stay on the mound for one more inning. Sean Riggins, Nathan Haynes, and Jason Bartlett due up. 5-3, possible error. 1-2, double star 2. Fly ball out to Peyton. Peyton's range is a 0. That's a 4. No error there. 1 away. Nathan Haynes. Haynes is 0 for 2. The pitch. 2-2. Strikeout. 16. That's a 16. Struck him out. 2 away. Jason Bartlett with a walk and a run scored. And that's going to be for 5. Strike 10. The 20 is too high. 6-4. Ground ball to Benham. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Orioles retire the Rays in order. Is eating the score. 3 up, 3 down. After 7, it's Baltimore 5, Tampa Bay 1. We go to the top of the 8th. Jay Payton, Raymond Hernandez, and Freddie Bainum due up for the Rays. For the Orioles. With that, they're going to go to the bullpen once again. We have a right, left coming up. And with that, they're going to bring in Grant Belfour. Actually, they're going to bring in Troy. Troy will come in. Let's take a look at his card. He does have a special K. So Troy will come in. He comes into the game with a 15.65 ERA. 1 save, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats here. James Shields has an ERA of a 2.14, Al Reyes went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch, and ERA of a 10.58. Troy Pravacol comes in, so that is where we stand right now. Also, we do have a little bit of a change in Ski at third base. And Willie Abar will come in to play third. That's the only change for the Rays. Jay Payton coming up. Payton 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 1-4 wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll. 2-3 strike. 13. That's a 6. Struck him out. So 1 away. That's going to bring up Raymond Hernandez. Hernandez is 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. 3-2 hit by pitch. That's a 3. That's going to be a -4. That's a 1. And Hernandez is on with a hit by pitch. Infield going to double play depth. Freddie Bainum 1 for 1 with a run scored. The pitch. 5-4 at the ballpark. That's a 4. That's a strike, and struck him out. 2 away, top of the order, Brian Roberts. 1 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. The pitch. 4-5 double star, fly ball out there to Upton. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Iwamura, Crawford, and Penna due up for the Rays. Jeremy Guthrie is done. So we have a left, and they are going to go with Albert Castello. Yep, Albert Castello will come in. Let's look at his card. So he's going to face off against Iwamura, Crawford, and Penna. Here's the pitch to Iwamura. 4-5 strikeout, 13-16 is too high. 4-3 fly ball to Payton. Out number 1. Carl Crawford. Crawford is 1 for 3. The pitch. And that's going to be 1-5 double star. Fly ball, ground ball to Roberts. Out number 2. Carlos Penna. Penna 0 for 2 in the day. They are going to let him take the hit here. And that's going to be 6-6 range play. 6-2 double star 3. And that is going to be a fly ball out to Payton. Payton's range is on a 1-4. That's a 1. Makes the catch and retires the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the after 8. And none on. So it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Orioles. After 8, Baltimore 5, Tampa Bay 1. We go to the top of the 9th. Melvin Mora, Nick Markakis, and Kelvin Miller due up for the Orioles. They are going to lead Troy Pravacol in for 1 more inning. Let's take a look real quick at the box score right here. Baltimore, 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Nothing on that 8th inning for either team. Tampa Bay, 1 run on 3 hits with 2 errors. All right, Melvin Mora, 2 for 3. They are going to let him stay in. 1-5 home run. That's a 1. That's a 9, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run by Melvin Mora. And that ball is gone, and the Orioles take a 6-1 lead. And with that, they're going to bring in J.P. Howe. Howe's going to come in. It's a right, left, right coming up. Howe comes into the game with a 3.0 average. 3 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, no wins, no losses yet. Taking a look at the stats for Troy. Troy went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, and 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 13.64. All right, here's the pitch to Markakis. Markakis is 1 for 3. 4-3. Double star, fly ball out there to Upton. Out number 1. Kevin Millard up. Millard not going to take the hit. They are going to bring in the pinch hitter, Adam Jones. Jones going to come in the pinch hit here. 1-5, strikeout 25, that's a 5. Struck him out. And 2 away. Brady Huff 0 for 4 on the day. The pitch. 6-3, possible error. 5-4. Fly ball to Haynes. Error rating is at a 15. That's a 14. That's going to be an error. No error. And that is an out. So with that at first base, they're going to have Hernandez. Raymond Hernandez will take over at first. Whoop. Oh, Hernandez is already in the line. So they're going to bring in Salazar. Salazar will take over at first. And 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Will the Rays find some 9th inning magic and rally back? Or will the Orioles hold them at bay? We're going to find out in just a few seconds here. Albert Castro is done. They're not going to let him pitch this final inning. We have a right, switch right. So Chad Belford is going to come in to close out the game. Belford comes in with a 4.19 ERA, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here, Jeremy Garthwaite, 7 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 2.75. Albert Castro has a 4.19 ERA, went 1 inning, and Chad Belford comes into the game with that same ERA of 4.19. B.J. Upton, going to take the hit here. 4-4, possible error. 6-4. Fly ball to Peyton. No error there. Peyton's error rating is a 0. That's a 2. Willie Abar not going to take the hit here. Abar coming out for Ben Zobrist. Switch hitter. Zobrist is 6-1 blank. 6-1, double star 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Salazar. 2 away. Johnny Gomes 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 5-3 range play at Tropicana Field. 3-3 ground ball to Salazar. And that's a ground ball. Salazar's range is on a 1-2. That's a 3. That's going to be a double. And with that, Gomes will get on with a double. So runner on second with 2 outs, Sean Higgins. Riggins up. Riggins is 0 for 3. 6-6 blank. 6-2 pop up to Bartlett. And that's the game. As the Baltimore Orioles defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on at the end of that inning for the Rays. Final line score coming right up. Jeremy Garthwaite will get the win. James Shields picks up the loss. Melvin Mora hit 2 home runs in that game, so he has 4 in the season total. Let's take a look at the stats here. Jeremy Garthwaite, 7 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 1 hit by pitch. ERA at 2.75. James Shields will get the loss. He went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 2.14. So with that, the Baltimore Orioles defeat the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 1. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Tampa Bay 1 run on 4 hits with 2 errors. Baltimore will go to 5-5, and the Rays will drop to 6-4. That's going to do it for us here at Tropicana Field. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a like on your way through the turnstile, and remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos go up in the 08 replay and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scooney 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.